In this lecture, we are discussing about common source MOSFET amplifier, and first we will discuss about CMOS technology. And first we will discuss about CMOS technology. So these are basic MOS small signal models. So this is first is model for N-type MOSFET. So this is N-channel MOSFET's small signal equivalent model. So here V1 is given, this is source, this is transconductance GMV1, this is R0, that is internal resistance, this is drain. Now MOS signal small signal model for PMOS device. So this is a small signal model for PMOS device. So this is basic symbol for PMOS transistor, and this is small signal model for PMOS device. As we can see, this is the mirror image of NMOS model. So here arrow is upwards in PMOS device, and whereas it was downward in NMOS device. So this is source, this is drain, and that's it. This is V1, that is input. So CMOS technology and need for CMOS technology. So if we want to build a MOSFET, we will need a wafer for it. So wafer is basically thin layer of p-type or n-type substrate. So this wafer can be of n-type or p-type. So we do not get both layers. So we can get n-type wafer or we can get p-type wafer. On p-type wafer we can create an n MOSFET, but we cannot create p MOSFET. So on p-type wafer we can create n MOSFET, but we cannot create a p MOSFET because we have p substrate already. For creating p MOSFET we need a n substrate. For p-type, for creating n MOSFET we need p substrate which is available in p-type of wafer. So in p-type of wafer we can only create n MOSFET, but how can we create an p MOSFET in p-type of wafer? So it is not possible. So that is a problem with this, that is having a wafer of a single of n or p type. So that was problem with having single wafer. So we have a solution for it called well. So thus we have solution for this problem. So thus we created an n well in p substrate, and in that n well we created PMOS. Thus we created both NMOS and PMOS on same single wafer. Thus we created an n well in p substrate, and in that n well we created PMOS. So on p wafer we created n well, and thus we created n MOSFET and p MOSFET on single wafer. So this was our solution for that. So the figure shows the wafer, and in this this is a p-type wafer. So it has a p-type substrate. So there are two channels here, n channels, and thus we are creating an n channel MOSFET here. But we cannot dope p-type p channel on a p substrate. So we created here an n well on p substrate, and in this n well we added two p channels, and thus we created this p MOSFET and n MOSFET on a single wafer. So thus we created this technology CMOS, and it has two complementary transistors. So it has both n MOSFET and p MOSFET on a single wafer. So thus it is called as CMOS technology. Now we will study CMOS amplifiers. So amplifier design procedure. First select an amplifier topology. then bias the transistors to obtain proper values for GM1 R01, and third is determine the characteristics of circuit. So we will now study amplifier characteristics. So amplifier characteristics, first is gain. So we get gain when we divide output voltage swing by input voltage swing. So this is an output voltage swing and this is an input voltage swing. When we divide this by this, we get gain. So this is a characteristic of amplifier. Power dissipation, the amount of power required for an amplifier to be a good amplifier, it is also important. Power dissipation is a important characteristic. Now let us build an amplifier. So this is microphone and this is V1, that is input voltage. So this is gain. So gain of V1, gain into V1. So this is K, this is a constant, and this is RL. This is load resistance. Then this is a circuit for to build an amplifier. When microphone has no signal, VGS is equal to V0 and V0 can be higher than threshold voltage, so device is on. So this is a circuit diagram. So here it is a microphone, then this is V0, then this is a transistor, this is a MOSFET, and this is load resistance RL. So we have to put MOSFET in saturation region in order to work it as amplifier. So this is an MOSFET. To put in saturation, to make it work as an amplifier, we have to put it in a saturation region. So this is V1 and this is RL. So by adjusting V1 and RL, we can put transistor in saturation region. So we have to select VDS accordingly by adjusting RL and battery voltage. So this is basically graph of VGS with respect to time. So initially there is no signal of microphone, so the voltage is V0, that is battery voltage. So this is DC level for it, that battery voltage, and signal is like this because there is no signal and its amplitude is very less. So again here this is circuit. In this circuit, applying KVL here, we get VRL because this is plus and minus sign, so plus VRL plus V out, that means this is V out, so this is plus V out, VRL plus V out is equal to V1. So because this is minus sign, so VRL plus V out minus V1 is equal to 0. So putting V1 on RHS, so now V out is equal to V1 minus ID0 RL. In V out graph with respect to time, note that voltage swing across V out is same as VRL, but DC level is different. This above circuit is an amplifier. It is called common source amplifier. So we will see graph now. So as we can see, this is graph of VRL with respect to time, and this is graph of V out with respect to time. Both graphs are look identical, and voltage swing across these graphs are same, but the DC levels are different here. So So we are getting V out as an amplified signal because of this equation, which is V out is equal to V1 minus ID0 RL. So as V0 or V1 that is increasing, so V out and V in are actually proportional, because we put this V out transistor across VDS, this is drain, this is source, in saturation region with V1 and uh, this resistance VRL, RL. So because of this we put it in saturation mode, so it has a direct relation with input current, because source because output across drain changes when we change gates input. So thus we get an amplified amplified an output at output stage. So this above circuit is an amplifier. It is called a common source amplifier.